In this video, I'm going to show you how to compute measures of variation by doing this practice problem together. And in this practice problem, we are asked to find the range and the sample variance. And to answer this question, we have to pick the proper notation for the sample variance. But what's the trick here, or what's the catch? And if you try similar question a few times, you'll see not only the dataset changes, but also the second measure of variation changes. So sometimes it's asking you to find the sample variance, sometimes it's asking you to find the population standard deviation, and so on and so on. So what's going on there? Well, we don't have any special notation for the range, and we don't distinguish between sample range and the population range. For standard deviation and variance, we do use different notations depending on whether we are dealing with a sample or population. So if you're looking for the sample standard deviation, you'll be using letter S. If you're looking for the sample variance, then you will be using S squared. If you're looking for the population standard deviation, you'll be using Greek letter sigma, and for the population variance, you'll be using Greek letter sigma squared. So for this problem, we're going to choose the population standard deviation notation, which is sigma, and that's first part of answering this question. We're definitely getting full credit. Now, how do we answer the other part? That is, how do we compute the measures of variation? The range is pretty straightforward. It's just the difference between the highest and the smallest observations in the data set. So the range is simply the max minus the mean, and the max here is 14, the mean here is 9, so 14 minus 9 equals 5. That is something that you should be able to do by hand. You don't need special technology. However, when it comes to finding population standard deviation, you don't want to do it by hand unless you are asked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in Google population standard deviation calculator, and I'm going to open, you can open the first one, you can find your favorite one and bookmark it. I'm going to open this one, and I'm going to copy the data. I'm just going to Control C, Control V. I don't think it copied it correctly. And now I'm going to select population, press calculate, and it does all the work. So standard deviation is 2.357, and I'm going to round it to 2.36. And that's how you get the full credit. Let's try another question real quick. Here we have population variance, sample variance. Let's do this one. The range is 12 minus 7, 5. Sample variance is S squared, and we find sample variance by Googling, not necessarily sample variance, but just variance calculator. And calculator soup is another top choice, and I'm just going to bring the data in. I don't know if calculator soup cares about how I separate the data. And we're looking for the sample variance. Sample variance, it's right here. And press calculate. And this is our sample variance, 7. And that's how you get full credit. If you have any questions, please reach out. If you want to try a similar question, look for the for this link in the description of the video.